All right. Okay. Let's do this. Let's transition from Blue Monday to what the heck Tuesday. We got some big cruise news breaking right now. 3 cruise lines canceling more cruises into 2021. And we got one of the major cruise companies, one of the big holding companies. They're selling off one of their brands. Wow. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Cruise News Show. I'm your host, Tony, here with some breaking cruise news. First off, more cancellations into 2021. I'm talking about Norwegian Cruise Line Holding Group canceling all of their sailings through April the 30th, 2021. That's a cancellation of all Norwegian Cruise Line cruises, a cancellation of all Oceania Cruise Line cruises, and a cancellation of all Regent Seven Seas cruises. They're going to wait it out. The virus claims another month of cruising, as it has claimed so many things in our daily lives. Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings opening up the day with not a it's cruise day, but it's a cancellation day. Now, Norwegian, unlike some of the other cruise lines, what they've been doing for their cancellations, they're just giving you a refund. If you paid any cash towards your cruise, they're going to refund you by February the 22nd, 2021, whatever cash you paid back to your original form of payment. If you booked a cruise that was canceled by a future cruise credit, you will receive another future cruise credit to your account for the amount that the future cruise credit was on the cruise that just got canceled. And they're giving you a 10% coupon. You're getting the 10% off your next cruise. That will be applied to your account also. Not a lot of hoops to jump through when you're deciding whether to take the refund or the future cruise credit. They're going to make that decision for you. But I do like to ask the question, did you have a cruise cancel today, and what are you going to do? Are you going to take the money that you got back and book another 2021 cruise? Are you going to take the future cruise credit, book another 2021 cruise? Are you done for 2021? Are you going to go into the future? I didn't have anything canceled today, but I do commiserate and lament with my friends out there that did get something canceled today. So we are with you. Another cancellation. We feel your pain. What are you going to do going forward? Leave a comment below. With this announcement, Norwegian Cruise Line joins Royal as a major player canceling April 2021. And it leaves our hope with the Carnival Cruise Corporation. They haven't canceled all their cruises for April 2021. Could it happen? Maybe. And quickly, before we get to our next big breaking cruise news story, if you'd like to stay up to date on all the cruise news, if you're a cruise fan at all, if you want to be a part of this virtual cruising community, please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. That way you are connected. Thanks in advance. The other big story that's kind of blowing my mind, we've been having this conversation here at the Lido Loca headquarters. Jenny and I have been talking over the last couple months, what's going to happen with these large conglomerates of cruise brands? Carnival, 9 cruise brands. Norwegian Cruise Line, 3 cruise brands. Royal Caribbean, until today, they had 4 cruise brands, and we've been having this conversation. Do we think that maybe they'll merge into one big cruise brand? Could we see that being a way for the cruise industry to protect its investment, to come out stronger? Maybe Carnival becomes even bigger. We've had that conversation, or maybe Royal becomes even bigger. What we hadn't really talked about is maybe other players coming into the cruise space, because the major cruise lines, well, they decided to get smaller. Now, we know they've been deciding to get smaller by selling off individual cruise ships, but Royal Caribbean, the breaking news today, Royal Caribbean Group has sold off one of its brands, a brand that it spent the last 13 years investing in, building up into a premium brand. Royal Caribbean sells off Azamara Cruise Lines for $201 million. They sell it off not to another cruise company, like not even a small cruise company. They sell it off to a company called Sycamore Partners. Now think about that. It's only $201 million. They're selling off 3 ships, $201 million. And they invested 13 years in this brand. Azamara becomes a brand in 2007 under the Royal Caribbean Holdings umbrella. You may be asking, is that a lot of capacity for Royal Caribbean? Well, Azamara, kind of a luxury cruise brand, smaller cruise ships, 3 cruise ships to be exact, the Azamara Quest, the Azamara Pursuit, and the Azamara Journey. All 3 of these cruise ships were built for another cruise line, and they've lived in some interesting places. All 3 of these cruise ships were built around the turn of the century, built in 2000, 2001, and they were built for a cruise line that doesn't exist, Renaissance Cruises. They went to a couple different places. 2 of the cruise ships ended up in Pullmantur's fleet, and as you may remember, Pullmantur, a joint venture with Royal Caribbean that doesn't exist anymore either. They sold all of their cruise ships. They're trying to reorganize and come back. And one of these ships, the Pursuit, actually was owned by Carnival Corporation for a while. It was a Princess cruise ship. It was a P&O cruise ship. Then it became an Azamara cruise ship. So these ships have a storied past. They've had a few owners. The guest capacity on these ships in the high 600, 685, and then the Pursuit could hold 777 guests. So, not mega ships, but a high end. They call them like a luxury boutique motel on the sea, those kind of things. They look really cool from a cruise ship perspective, but they've had a lot of homes, and now they're leaving Royal Caribbean. They're going to Sycamore Partners. It just doesn't seem like a lot of money to cut out one of your brands. I mean, $201 million a month, that barely covers a month or so of operating expenses. I mean, it leaves you with the big why. Why Royal Caribbean? Why? Well, CEO Richard Fain of the Royal Caribbean Group, he says this: our strategy has evolved into placing more of our resources behind the 3 global brands, Royal Caribbean International, Celebrity Cruises, and Silver Sea, and working to grow them as we emerge from this unprecedented period. Even so, Azamara remains a strong brand with its own tremendous potential for growth, and Sycamore's track record demonstrates that they will be good stewards of what Azamara's team has built over the last 13 years. Now, Sycamore Partners, not just some Johnny-come-lately, they do have major investments in other brands that we would know, Hot Topic, Aeropostale, Staples, and so this is big money going into a big brand. Their first foray, it seems like, into the cruise business. But wow, Royal Caribbean cutting off one of the 4 legs of its table for only $201 million. To me, it just doesn't seem like a lot of money, but I do understand the call to focus, to really pour and put more money into the brands that they're going to hold on to, especially as cruising restarts. It's tough times, I get it. I just didn't think there would be a whole brand that goes away. It raises an interesting conversation. Maybe it is opposite of what we were thinking here, that these cruise companies won't get bigger, but they will actually get smaller, and not just in a less ships kind of way, could be less brands kind of way. I'm looking directly at Carnival Cruise Corporation. They're burning through $500 million a month just to keep operations going across the 9 cruise brands. If they're not getting bigger, maybe that is a company that could sell off a brand. I don't know which brand they would sell off or which brand they would want to sell off, but interesting stuff. And as we close out the show, I got a couple questions for you, and then there's something I want to say, so hang after the questions if you would. First of all, have you ever sailed on an Azamara cruise? What was that cruise experience like? Where did you go? They go all over the place. Second of all, did you have a Norwegian cruise canceled today? What are you going to do with your refund or your future cruise credit? And then thirdly, if you were going to get rid of a Carnival Cruise Corporation brand, if you were the CEO for a day and you could make that decision, which one of these cruise brands would you let go? AIDA, Carnival Cruise Line, Costa Cruise Line, Cunard, Holland America, P&O Australia, P&O UK, Princess Cruises, or Seabourn? Which one would you give the axe to? And real quickly, thanks for everybody for the outpouring of support yesterday. I really try not to let myself get that far down into the doldrums, and I've done pretty good, right? How many months are we into this? And it finally hit me like a ton of bricks. I spent the afternoon just resting, relaxing, spending time with my wife, clearing my head, stepping away a little bit from social media, and just went, yeah, it's going to be all right. I know it's going to be all right. That's the message I want to continue to put forth to you guys. But every once in a while, you gotta keep it real. So thank you guys for your support and for pulling me out of the doldrums with your support. Much appreciated. And so yeah, here we go. More cancellations. We're moving through 2021. Who knows what's next, but all I know is we will be here with each other, getting it done. Thank you so much for watching the show today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please show your support by hitting the like button. This is Tony with Lido Loca, and until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.